One of the things that I'm acutely aware of in doing my job working with clients is that a lot of the stuff that shows up in my office for clients really shows up as a should. I should get this done. We should get that done. I tried to get this done. I knew I should, but I just didn't get around to it. Like there's a lot of shoulding in my world. Most of my clients at this point really are on what I'll call autopilot. They're in a particular orbit in their lives and we've gotten everything pretty stable and they can kind of go along as they need to. But look, part of my job is making sure that little mid-flight adjustments are made regularly. And oftentimes that means including their tax people and their estate planning people. And I'm coordinating all of these other professionals to make sure that the right things are happening for clients. And I often still need their help. It's not like I can't do this on my own. I need their input. I need their blessing. I need all these other professionals to be engaged because they want to serve that same client. And when I'm working with clients that are in this should space, I should get that done. It then becomes a big part of my job to help them reconnect with the why this should get done. Because I'll tell you, when I have to get something done and it's just showing up as a should, that can get kicked down the road. It's just too easy to procrastinate. So if I can get reconnected with why this is important to me, even on something that is rote and that I have to get done every year, just like my clients have these things, and it becomes way easier. So here's what I mean by that. One of the things that I have to do is I have to update all my disclosures every year. My privacy policy pretty much stays the same, but I have a conflicts of interest statement that's got to get updated. That actually usually goes pretty easy, but then I have to review this ADV for FINRA, and I've got to review the brochure that goes with it, and there's always updates that have to get done. It is a tedious task. All that stuff isn't in my head. It's not that I don't know what to do. I've done it year in, year out, but I still have to get it done. And if I sit down, even if I've put it in my calendar and blocked out the time, when I sit down, if I am not excited about getting that done, the chances that it gets done go way, way down. So I have to reconnect with my why. And my why about this is, yes, I want to check this off the box and I don't want this to show up in my calendar next week. Productivity is my drug of choice and checking things off a list makes me super happy, but it's also way too easy to kick the can down the road. But my why about this is that I really like my back-end systems to be clean and clutter-free. I like to meet my deadlines so that I know that I'm doing the right thing on behalf of my company's wellness. I like this stuff out of the way so that I can serve my clients, which is really what I love about my job, is making their lives move forward and be successful. And if I have a prospective client that is taking a look at those things, if they're an ideal client for me, I want them to read that and go, yeah, this is where I want to be. It is much of a marketing piece on some level as it is a compliance piece. So that's what I mean about the why. And now I can sit down and go, yeah, when I get this done, I'm going to feel this way. And I can visualize that in my mind. And I can really get my heart and mind aligned in that moment to now start tackling this task. And when I connect with that, all of a sudden it's not a should, it's actually, I want to get this done. I want this to be a particular way in my life and in my business. So when I'm working with clients, it's the same thing. I have them connect with that why. Why do you want to do this? How is it going to feel when you get it done? What's it going to look like? Can you visualize the scene? You're walking down the road or you're walking with your partner on a path and having dinner and you're having this conversation about this task being done. What feels good? Who's going to benefit from you getting this done besides you? Are your kids going to benefit? Friends, family, or successor trustee? Who might actually benefit that would also make you want to get this done so that their lives can actually be better? And most of the stuff we do in our lives does actually benefit other people. So connecting with the why, connecting with the feelings and the experience, involving all five senses around it as much as possible so that when you sit down to get this thing that showed up like a should 20 minutes ago, now shows up like an I want to, is a much more powerful place to move from. And it allows us to get all of those tasks done that frankly we're just really not excited about. And look, life is full of these things. They're full of things that we're not super excited about, but we know we need to get done. So those are my thoughts about creating the whys in your life. It's wise to create whys. Don't you love that? and start to focus on those things so that you can get those things done in your financial lives that are going to serve you really well. I'm Jessica Lanning. Lanning Does Planning.